What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity build a video. Today I want to talk to you guys about camping low level and upgrading your storage and dozer. So I don't know 100% if we touched base on this in my previous videos, but there is somebody in my club and I promised her that I would make this video, so I'm going to do so. If you have already heard this before in one of my previous videos, I apologize, but that's what we're going to talk about: upgrading both storage and dozer at the same time. Or should you wait and hold off and upgrade just storage and then work on dozer? Now, this is for you low-level people that have either restarted or just started the game, and you guys are camping between level 10 and 18 or 18 and 24. It is very apparent that storage is a major issue in the game. It is probably the biggest concern of yours. It's going to be one of your biggest number one priorities, is getting that storage maxed out. And the reason for this is because you will run out of space constantly in the game. And you guys need that space for your epic projects to hold, war items or other rare items to upgrade, to be prepared for Contest of Mayors, to be prepared for war, to do house upgrade. Like literally every aspect of the game, you're going to need storage for. You might not think it. You might think that, you don't need that much and that 300 or 700 or whatever is plenty. And I'm telling you, it's not. 700 might be plenty for a level 18 person, but once you guys upgrade and you guys max out at every item, like once you start unlocking all these items, you will just be constantly full. Okay. Now, one of the things is that every time you upgrade your storage, every 5 times you upgrade your storage, the quantity that it's going to ask for is going to go up by 1. So if it's asking you for 12 locks, 12 cameras, 12 bars, you upgrade 5 times, it's going to ask you for 13. And then it's going to cap out at a maximum of 25 each, which means that you guys are going to need, at a minimum, 75 space to store those storage items. And typically what ends up happening is people have more of one item than they do the other. You'll end up with like 40 bars and 12 locks. So you have to keep that into account as well. So I would say that you would need roughly about 100 space for that. Now, her plan is she's at level 18. Her storage, I think, is at 200 roughly, maybe 210 if I remember right. But she is a little behind on the storage aspect. So I happened to catch her when she first joined my group, and I had mentioned to her that she needed to camp low level. I introduced her to my channel. She's pretty much watched all my videos, and now she is basically camping and trying to, excel at calm and whatnot. So she basically asked me, she didn't really ask me. She just said that her plan was to focus on storage first and then worry about dozer later. Now, my advice, and she doesn't have to take it, I'm not going to be offended in any way if she doesn't take my advice, but my advice to her and to everyone else that has this plan, I would not do it that way. And there's a few reasons why. And I have the thing pulled up on my screen here. This is the amount of, and this is what I found online, so if this is wrong, this is not my fault. I did not make this, okay? Some of this stuff I find online is wrong, but to my knowledge, this is correct. This is the amount of dozer parts that are required to upgrade each little square or section. Now, obviously, you're going to find more dozer at a lower level. Now, her map, I think, is roughly where the 9 is down at the bottom, and then up to the 10 and maybe up to the 6. I think that's roughly what she has. So she has probably, I think, like half of her map left to unlock. So her plan is to do storage first and then work on dozer. And the reason that I advise against doing it this way is for a couple of things. One, if you are working on COM, you have assignments that you're going to get that are for upgrading your land. Therefore, it might be wise to keep some land items. Two, your storage will be plenty big enough to hold the amount of dozer and storage items that you need to upgrade. So storage shouldn't be an issue, especially if storage is your primary focus. Three, if you were going to do it that way, I would suggest that you trade the dozer for storage items or for VU items. What the issue is, though, is that everybody in our club and a lot of people right now, their main focus is storage as well. So you will have trouble trading them. But don't just sell them off and give them for nothing. And by nothing, I mean selling them for coins is giving them away for nothing. They are very hard to obtain. Not necessarily hard to obtain at a low level, but they're valuable. They're worth a lot more to you than the 650 coins that you're selling them for. Now, the other thing is if you decide to camp and increase storage and then only increase dozer every now and then for assignments, you're making it to where you're going to have to camp for twice as long. So yeah, you might be able to climb up to, level 24, and you don't lose a substantial amount of rare find between level 18 and 24. It's noticeable, but it's not impossible by any means. So I think her plan is to upgrade her storage to max, then go up to level 24 and start working on epics. Now, this is why I am advising that you do your dozer at the same time as your storage, because when you guys do your epics, you're going to need as much storage space as you can get. And if you have not been utilizing your time to upgrade your dozer and your storage at the same time, you're looking at having to hold those rares during the times that you're going to be doing your epic. And you're looking at having to camp for long periods of time, longer than you should. And there is actually really no reason why you shouldn't be able to easily be able to upgrade your land and your storage at the same time. It really shouldn't affect you, especially if you guys are if you are level 18 and you are sitting around 300 storage, you should have no problem holding on to the amount of dozer that you would need. Because if you can see here on the right side of the picture that I have pulled up, the most dozer that you would need to hold at any one given time would be what? Let's see, 15, 34, I think. Yeah. So that's really, oh, no, it's more than that. 24 to 60. Yeah. So you're looking at probably, honestly, with the extras and the fact that they are going to be, you're not going to get them in even amounts, you're going to find a lot more blades than others. I would say roughly you're going to need 100 for every space for each rare. So I would set aside 100 space for dozer, 100 space for storage. That's 200. Okay, so, but you're going to be upgrading this storage quite quickly, right? And then you're going to free up all that space. Plus you have the temp space that you're going to get through the Mayor's Pass. So if it were me, I would upgrade my map and my storage at the same time so that I don't have to worry about it later, so that it doesn't bring me down later. It's not going to hinder any kind of money making or anything later. When you start your epics, you're going to be broke. You're going to need as much storage space as possible, and you're not going to want to hold on to really any rares during that time. So if you go to level 18 to 24 and you wait to upgrade your map, you're basically kind of running in place you have to do one or the other. So if you decide, okay, well then I'll just work on epics and wait to unlock my map later, then what's going to end up happening is once you convert all of those buildings to epics and you go and you want to, go up, you're not going to be able to go up in level because now you have to stop and wait to unlock all these slots, which honestly could take quite some time still. If you were just focused on unlocking your map and not focused on anything else, Even at level 24, it's going to take some time. It will be easier to trade storage for dozer. That is certainly the case. But still, I mean, a lot of people, okay, there's one guy in my group. His city name is Yoda. He is basically my success story. He's done phenomenally at the game. He's watched every one of my videos. He's followed my advice to a T. He is level 18. He has his storage almost to 500. He's only been playing, I believe, a couple of weeks, maybe a month. He has fully upgraded his map, and he has hit a 1900 point average in the contest of mayors without any tokens, without doing any home upgrades, without doing any airport assignments. So he's hitting those numbers on just production assignments, VU assignments, VU repair, and war assignments. So I know it can be done, you guys. So I know it's hard and whatnot, but it's possible. He's proof that it's possible, okay? So trust me, if you guys prioritize correctly and you follow my advice and you really like tighten the belt, so to speak, like you got to set goals for yourself, but obviously not too high. You don't want to do things too quickly. Okay. So like, don't spend a ton of coins. And by the way, he has like 2 million coins or something that he's sitting on right now or something. Don't upgrade your VU tower 7 times and put yourself broke. You know what I mean? Like, do that. Upgrade your VU tower as needed. If you guys are trying to buy things for the look of your city, don't do that right now. Save your keys. Save your cash. Save your plat keys. Save your coins. Do not fall below 200,000 coins. If you guys are spending too much on global, or you guys are buying buildings that you don't need right now, buying water and trees that you don't need right now, it might hurt you later, because you really could that could be sitting in the bank, and you could be going, okay, I hit level 24, I want to get these epics done, I'm going to go ahead and buy 13 epic pointers that are worth 3 points a piece and start getting these epics done. But then that's not going to be, that option won't be available to you if you've spent the last 3 months of that time spending keys on water. You know what I mean? So now you're stuck having to launch your VU tower over and over and over again, having to earn those keys back. So I recommend that you hold the keys, especially the plat keys. And you guys just pump the brakes a little bit, slow down. Don't overdo it. You guys are biting off a little more than you can chew here. The fundamentals of your city are more important than the visual right now. The visual can come later, okay? You need to get yourself set up. You need that storage maxed. You need that land done. You need those epics done. You need to earn your way up the leaderboard, okay? Then worry about things like water and trees and animals and stuff like that. Because trust me, you will regret it later, okay? I know that everybody gets really excited to like build their city and stuff like that, but if you just slow down and focus on the fundamentals of your city, then you will have a much easier time making your city more beautiful. And it's always better if you guys can make your city pretty and actually focus on the entire picture. For example, what I mean by this is if you guys are buying water you get 7 keys and you buy 7 puddles, and then you get another 14 keys, you buy another 14 puddles. You get some Sims cash, you buy a couple more trees. Don't do it that way, okay? When you guys get a substantial amount of keys, then do that. Sit down and go, okay, I have my epic pointers. This is the amount of keys and money I have available, and I'm going to sit down one night and I'm going to spend a few hours on my city, and I'm going to design it, okay? And that way you guys have a better idea of what it is you want. Because you know what? You might buy 97 puddles with a bunch of keys and realize that you won the mega and you have a bunch of cash left over and you wanted to buy lakes instead. You might see buildings that come out limited time buildings, and now you don't have any cash or keys to buy them when they come out because you've spent them. Okay, so I would save them. I would work on both aspects. Now that's just my advice, because if you choose to work on storage first and then dozer later, it just takes the camping time. You double the amount of time that you have to spend camping at that level. The Yoda person that I keep referring to in the videos, he has done really well. Like I've said before, he has proof that it can be done. And as long as you guys focus on the right things, you will have no problem being successful. If you have not passed level 30, your city is more than likely savable. If you have passed level 30 and you're just now coming across my channel and you're seeing that you have no epics, that you have no storage, you have no dozer, things like that, contact me either in the comments or via Facebook. Tell me all the specifications on your city. I want to know everything. I want to know what your storage is at, what level you are, how many epics you have, everything. Give me an idea of what I'm looking at here. Send me a screenshot of your city, and I will give you my honest opinion as to whether or not I think that you should restart, or if it's savable. And if you choose not to restart, I will tell you exactly what it is that you are looking at having to do in order to salvage your city. Okay? That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you have not already, hit that like and subscribe button. I am putting videos out daily, so be sure to check those out.